Welcome to another exciting episode of You Must Be Joking.
Right?
Anyway, we still got to do one more day of this remote stuff because I still tested positive yesterday for COVID.
I don't know, man. I'm loving this remote stuff. I got all kinds of freedom over here. I mean, I suppose I shouldn't be smoking on screen since this is not. This isn't. Is this a family friendly episode?
It's supposed to be, but yeah.
Okay, so we'll not address what's in the corner.
Yeah. Anyway, so how has your week been going?
My week's been going very, very slowly. I've been remodeling the kitchen for the past 15 years, and so this week I decided to do the countertops, and I have some 1 inch thick, and the smallest piece is 3 foot by 3 foot, and the biggest piece is like 3 foot by 5 foot pieces of granite in a couple of different colors and a couple of different finishes, because it came from a bank remodel that I did in Seattle, and the rough surface finish was on a bench seat, and the smooth finish was on the actual wall.
Huh.
So I took a whole bunch home. It was on my front porch for a long time. Matter of fact, it was on the front porch long enough that when I pulled up the pieces off the porch to make the backsplash, you can see like ghost evidence of the pieces that were on there. It's like something was there. But yeah, so I've been cutting in some of the nice smooth stuff for the countertop and some of the rough finish for the backsplash. So I've been busy.
Well,
I've been
cool.
actually working. I'm supposed to be retired.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but it seems like my days off are the busiest days I have. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's 15 years of remodeling this kitchen, because like about 2 weeks after we moved in, we're like, this ceiling is too low because the rest of the house has 9 foot, 10 foot ceilings. We're just like, okay, take out the false ceiling. 3 years later, hey, we should do something with these lights. 3 years later, hey, we should do something,
Yeah.
But yeah, so the kitchen's been pretty. It's been in the middle of renovation for a long time, but it's starting to come together now. We're about ready to buy a new oven. Probably should get a fridge at the same time. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe if we wait long enough and the market crashes hard enough and inflation goes up enough, we can catch a real good sale on a refrigerator, because no one can afford them.
Yeah, catch it as the price falls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got a little bit of bad news today.
Bad news.
Yeah, Steve is in the hospital.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's got to go in for surgery. He's been in there for a few days already, but he's got diabetes, and so
Okay.
his circulation isn't doing too well.
Yeah.
So he's got to have a couple of surgeries to improve the circulation to his legs and feet before they can amputate his toe.
Stents in.
Huh?
They're gonna put some stents in so they don't have to amputate his feet.
Well, they're going to have to amputate a toe anyway.
Just a toe.
Yeah, so far.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Piece by piece.
Yeah, so from what he was saying, he was like, he clipped a toenail or something and didn't realize that he got the skin too.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, that kind of bummed me out. I was going to go and see him yesterday. That's why I took my COVID test yesterday, as I wanted to go see him, but I was still positive, so couldn't do it. So, but that kind of sucked.
Yeah. Well, we're wishing Steve a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Clipping the toenails down to the quick.
Well, go down to the quick is fine, but down to the meat, no.
No. Don't cut down to the quick either. Leave a little quick. Be slow when you get to the quick.
Yeah.
They call it a cuticle because you're supposed to look at it and go, oh, that's cute. Does it tickle? You're not supposed to rip it off because it's hanging. Hangnail. Oh, just like, ow, I'm bleeding now. Fun.
Yeah, it kind of takes the fun right out of the day, I'll tell you. But anyway, yeah, I am definitely wishing Steve's better recovery and all the best. Find out if they're going to let him keep his toe like in a jar. Or,
Right?
yeah.
Hey, can I pickle this?
Yeah, there you go.
9 years later, someone's like, "Hey, is that an olive for my cocktail?"
Well, in his defense,
Crunchy. Was that a pimento?
it shouldn't take a whole heck of a lot for him to pickle that toe because it's probably already
It's
fairly
pretty
close.
pickled.
Yeah, it's been pickled for years.
It's not my pinky toe, it's my pickle toe.
Yeah.
All right, now we're just making fun of Steve's pickling.
Well, yeah, but I mean, as long as we're making fun of him, he's got to feel better, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
laughter is the best medicine.
Especially,
No, it isn't.
especially when we're laughing at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as he's the butt of the jokes.
Now you're talking. Yeah, yeah.
How does him being the butt of a joke make me the ass for saying it? God damn it.
Tomato.
Yeah.
He can be the butt, you can be the ass. Or you flip it around, ass butt, butt ass.
Butt ass. You butt ass naked. I'm pickling. Get out of here.
Anyway. I have been so bored because of this stuff because I haven't been able to get out there and do much of anything.
Yeah.
So there really hasn't been anything to do either.
There is that.
Even the grass ain't growing. The downside is even the dog got it.
The dog got COVID.
Yeah, all of us came down sick,
Everybody got COVID in this house. We don't do COVID here.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
But then again, I mean, because like the garage is separate from the house, and I spend a lot of time out here. And when she's not working, she's in there doing her crafts and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like we're together a lot. And the reason I say that is because she still works, and so she goes out into public. So if she goes to visit her niece who is fighting Batten's disease and immunocompromised, as well as she is immunocompromised, when she goes to visit her, she'll take one of those home tests.
Uh-huh.
And she's yet to test positive, so fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, we never really worried. Well, my wife has always worried about it from day one. I haven't been too worried about it.
She works close to it, doesn't she?
Huh?
She works close to it, though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she should be a little bit concerned. I mean,
yeah. And,
she gave it to you, dude.
Yeah, I've been telling her, that everything that I've been able to find out, it's just the freaking flu unless you're really sick already. Unless you got something really wrong, then it's just the flu.
Yeah,
and
what they call comorbidities.
Yeah, so she's been really paranoid about the whole 9 yards, and now that we got it and everything, she was really upset for the first day or two, and then it was then she started telling everybody it's just a cold.
Yeah.
My throat is sore. I'm coughing. Sneezing. Okay, well.
Yeah. As long as you don't have some kind of pre-existing heart condition, you probably won't drop dead.
Nah, she's my wife. She ain't got a heart.
See, he eliminates half the problem right there.
Yep.
You cold-hearted bitch. No, not even close.
Yeah, she ain't got no heart. She ain't got no heart.
I'm not gonna lie and pretend like it's safe because it's obviously killed people.
Oh yeah, but so is.
Maybe they deserved it. Oh, did he just go there?
But so has the flu, and so has the common cold.
Cold. So does slipping in the shower.
Yeah. So does snorting water out of a teaspoon.
I found out what the number one cause of death is.
Dying.
Being born.
Yeah.
That leads instantly to the death stage. Because
Actually, you're wrong. You are wrong. They,
I'm always wrong.
yeah,
These are just guesses. These are
being born ain't got nothing to do with it. It's being conceived. Because you're actually dying from the moment you're conceived.
Nah, you're actually dying from the moment you take your first breath of this garbage air.
No, because you can die before you're born.
Damn it, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes,
Yeah. So you're
the
actually
number one
dying
cause
from the
of
time you're
death is
conceived.
life.
Yeah.
If there was no life, there'd be no death.
There you go.
If there was no light, there'd be no dark.
Well, here you go.
If everything was yellow, how would we perceive it? Would it be like dark just because it's all yellow, or would it always just be all yellow?
Well, have you ever seen the amber vision glasses?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yellow and dark is not the same thing. Because, I mean, it looks a lot brighter using those amber vision, the yellow lenses, than.
Well, if you're immersed in a room that is very well illuminated, you perceive it as being in a white room with no borders. If you're immersed in a room with absolutely no light in it, you have no idea where the walls are.
True.
So I'm just wondering if that room was painted yellow, would it just be dark with no lights in it, or would there be some yellow hue to it, or would it have to have some kind of luminosity to it?
You'd have to have some kind of illumination, even just a pinprick of light in order to conceive it, because the human eyes cannot see anything without light. There's no sense of vision. Our eyesight is based on light.
Reflected light, man. We can only see color. We can't see in infrared or microwave. We can only see in this very micro spectrum.
Yeah.
We're so limited in our capabilities as humans.
This is true. But
Great achievements.
yeah, that's why animals do so much better. Like cats, they need just a sliver of light in order to be able to see. But that's why their eyes glow in the dark. When the light hits them. And but where people can't do that. And the same thing with the sense of smell. A dog's sense of smell is astronomical, where a person's barely at all. So
I can smell what you're putting down, sir.
yeah. So what you're actually dealing with is that it shows that the animals actually have more senses than humans.
Well,
because people have no sense.
Imagine a world full of chemical communication like the ants do.
Or bees. Yeah.
Or bees.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Well, not really. It'd be kind of like most colleges. If you think about it, there's a lot of chemical communication in colleges.
Dude, you need a shower.
Yeah, you got a lot of hormones going through there. Not to mention all the chemicals, the drugs and everything else goes through. So that's a lot of chemical communication.
Yeah, I suppose if you're in a dense enough population.
Hey, if you're anywhere around Tacoma or Seattle, how dense can it get?
For what it was.
If you're around Seattle or Tacoma, how dense could it get?
Pretty dense. Denser than dense. Dense as lead.
Yep. Well, here you go. Let me share something with you. Michael sent this to me.
He's sharing.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sharon. Sharon Apocalypse.
Yeah, there it is.
Nepal trip.
Yeah, Michael sent this to me yesterday.
Someone went to Nepal?
Yep. Still there.
Still in Nepal? Is that in Nepal right there?
No, that's his house there in North Carolina.
Okay. I Countertop looks like my new countertop.
Oh, come on.
17 years later, the 2-second video loaded.
Yeah, that's weird.
What is this? Dial up? What's going on here? I thought you had high speed over there.
Yeah, that's my computer. It's not the internet this time. What the hell?
Now you blew it. It's all over now.
That is ridiculous.
Holy cow, that is redonkulizes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull my computer apart. Find out what's going on here. Okay, well, never mind. then.
Pheromone communication has made your computer go, I can't deal with these people. They're talking about sex orgies in college.
Yeah, I guess. That is so weird. Let's try that one.
Oh no, same stuff. Ooh, oh, Catmandu. I'm gonna go Catmandu. And if I ever get out here, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, so much for that idea.
Yeah. Hey man, we just went to Nepal. Wasn't it a trip?
No, he did a real good job on this thing, and the editing alone was awesome. And yet, and I wanted you to see the editing because he needs to start doing ours. But but yeah, no, he did a real good job. But it was about him and his buddies from the army went to Nepal.
Okay.
And they're going to be working with the locals and this kind of stuff, and they get to go up to the one of the base camps of Mount Everest.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he was really looking forward to that. But he did a really good job on these videos, and I thought you'd actually enjoy that. But not if they're not going to play.
Oh, it was wonderful. I enjoyed every second of that swirling and swirl.
Yeah.
Swirl.
Kind of took the fun right out of that one.
Rainbow of death has come.
Anyhow. Ugh. So, that kind of bites.
Yeah, that does kind of bite.
It's funny because I tested it just before the show and it was running just fine.
With both cameras on and all that stuff.
Well, I'm only running the one camera.
Well, I mean, with everything on, you just like test.
Yeah, it just wasn't streaming. So
the streaming has taken away the power to run something, huh?
I think I got a little more issue with my computer than that. I'm going to have to take it all apart and clean it out. Probably, well, it's been acting weird anyway here lately. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, boss.
I thought you were going to be in here for him to go sniffing and harassing.
You didn't get it, boss.
That'll teach him.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's hear. Oh, yeah, I remember what it was that I wanted to talk about. I've been racking my brain because I was thinking about this earlier. And have you noticed how the quality of food has dropped since this whole pandemic crap started?
Well, I mean, no. It seems the same. Because we're getting last year's models, right? Always. It's gonna get worse. That's for sure. Because the disruption in service hasn't quite hit us yet. I mean, we're noticing a little bit of slowdown in the flow, but the real disruption in service that happened hasn't hit us yet. It will. It's gonna be fun.
Well, I've been noticing that because, like, just for an instance, okay, you get a 5-pound bag of potatoes, and it used to be, you got a 5-pound bag of potatoes, the potatoes were average size, they were about like so, okay, and then when this thing started coming out, at first they were giving away just about all the potatoes, and now every time I get a bag, I mean they're maybe this big around, and you get a bunch of potatoes in there, but you got to peel a bunch of them, and then they don't stay fresh very long, and they have bad spots in them. Underneath the white, after you peel them, underneath the skin, if you peel down below the white part of the potato, you'll find some more brown that's in there that used to not be there. Those are the ones that they used to make tater tots out of, you know. And now this is what they're selling for the actual potatoes, and it's like, come on, you know. And that's just one instance.
I don't know. Every time I go produce shopping, I start at the farmer's market, and I haven't had any problems yet.
Well, maybe because it is the farmer's market. I'm talking about, actual grocery stores.
Yeah,
So,
fuck grocery. Oh, I mean, to hell with grocery stores, boss.
yeah, but no, I'm comparing tomatoes to tomatoes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. I mean,
I can imagine because I'm not saying I never get anything from the produce department at Fred Meyer or wherever is convenient because like the other day I needed some shredded lettuce real quick for some stuff and didn't want to do the work, so I bought a bag of the shredded. And you look through the salads that they have in there, the pre-made stuff that's in the bags. Those, it's convenient. But you can look and see that a lot of the lettuce in there is starting to go, and you look at the date, and it's because it's getting ready to go bad. Whereas when you used to go in there, the date was maybe 4 or 5 days off on that kind of a fresh product.
Right.
So.
Yeah, they're not swapping them out like they used to.
No.
But I mean, just these itty bitty freaking potatoes, I'm not talking big bakers, I mean, yeah, you've always had to buy the extra, pay extra for the big bakers,
Yeah.
But
because there's different varieties of potato. Surprisingly enough, there's hundreds of varieties of potato.
Yeah, well, I was talking just russets, just plain russets. Yeah.
I got a russet today.
But yeah, they are just these itty bitty freaking things, and so far the last several bags that we've got, you might find a couple of decent sized potatoes in there.
Yeah.
But the majority of them are like this. And you never used to get those. You actually had to look for a bag if you wanted the small ones. You actually had to look for little ones.
Right.
And but
I'm making some potato soup. I don't need big honkers.
Yeah. It just seems to me like they're. I think that we're seeing the same thing that we have seen in the past, only more blatantly, where they're taking the stuff that they can, the good stuff, and they're shipping it overseas so they can charge more for it, and then they're giving us the crap.
Isn't that how it always works with those big stores?
Yeah, but I think that it's starting to become more blatant.
I think it's just starting to become more evident because the supply chain got broken.
Well, they're, evident, blatant, whichever.
I mean, there's a big difference between blatancy and evident. So, but it's all part of this big swoop. They're shipping all these dollars everywhere else, but here into the United States. But they're taking all the people's money. So I just, I'm just wondering what they're prepping for.
Yeah. They're just cushioning their own pockets and saying the hell with everybody else. That's about normal, I guess.
Yeah, we're heading for some pain pretty soon. I say we got about 18 months before we really feel some damage from this crash.
Yeah, maybe 18 months.
People like you and I. Because we're not, homeless. Those people feel shit from this crash immediately. So.
Well, I don't know. When I was, but then I was different too, because the whole idea of being homeless never did even factor into anything when I was younger. But I wasn't in the city trying to mooch a meal either.
You weren't homeless.
Yeah, my survival didn't.
Adventuring. Yeah. See, these people, they're homeless.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if it's on purpose, because a lot of times I've talked to some homeless people, especially way back when I had my show in Seattle in the 90s. I would talk to homeless people. And there's people that were homeless in the 90s. They're just like, hey, it's just a nice way of life. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, I travel everywhere. What? Yeah, I go there, I go there, I go there. Winter here, summer there. I got money. I just choose not to buy a house. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So some of those people, like 0.0001% of those people, it's on purpose.
Well, actually, the majority of them, it's on purpose. It's actually a choice that they made. Some of them no. Some of them, they got between a rock and a hard spot, and that's where they're at. But
well, I think 100% of it all was a choice because their choices became more and more limited.
Well, yeah.
And they started making different choices, some for survival, some for dismissal of reality.
Yeah. Well, got to give them kudos on that one because, reality is kind of disappointing a lot of times.
I'm so tired of this reality right now. I mean, maybe it's just because I've been carrying rocks all day, but goddamn tile. Oh shit. But yeah, it's I don't know if we talked about this before, but
probably
Star Trek Next Generation, the one of those episodes where they start out and it's on a warship, and the end of the episode it's the family thing. I feel like the reality shift is almost that severe, crazy, weird. Because I mean, we don't need to be constantly in combat with everybody else on the planet. We could easily barter, trade, sell, buy, survive, work together.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't.
Because conflict is a very good way of making a lot of money.
Yeah, but see, I understand that conflict is a great way to make a lot of money, but I also understand that a lot of people like you and I get on social media and we whinge about how shitty it is that everyone's fighting each other. So apparently, only those people that are selling the weapons are the ones that want us to fight, yet we sit here and all we do is cry about what's going on and what's bad, but we don't do anything to change it. And we could just stand up and end their reign because we outnumber all of them. But see, the fear part is, well, some of us are going to die. Yeah, all right, put me in the front. I don't care anymore. But we won't. We're not going to do nothing. We're just going to sit here. We're just going to talk about it. Oh, my God, Biden said he loves the Second Amendment. And then in his next breath, he said, we want to take away your assault weapons. Yeah, here we are talking about it. We know it's tyranny. What are we doing about it? Nothing. We're talking about it. Ain't doing nothing. We all know what needs to be done.
Well, I'm not crying, though. You can't say I'm crying. I'm not crying.
None of us has the courage to do it, man.
I don't cry about it.
Just like me, we're going to wait till they come to our front door. And then they're going to, talk about us in the news badly, even though what we did in our minds was right for us.
Well, in my case, they want to talk badly about me. Be my guest. It's no different than my teenage daughters,
I've been talked bad about my entire life. You can't say anything new. Oh, you're going to call me a terrorist? Yeah, you're not the first person. Call me some kind of militia guy? Yeah, you're not the first person.
Hey, I was called Dennis the Menace, so that puts me in the terrorist category when I was a kid.
I'm telling you, man. And I don't understand how it is so easy to keep us divided when so many of us talk about united. Maybe do we need an address? Do we need to, it's like set a date and a time and everyone get together and do this? And what are we going to do? Well, we're going to get messy. Are you ready to get messy? If not, I understand. There's a lot of fear. I say, hey, I'm not afraid to die, but I'm not ready to die. And then after saying that, you got to understand, if I don't see it coming, I'm dead. I don't care, right? But, see it coming. Everyone's afraid to die. Don't lie to me. So, As long as I don't see it coming, it don't matter. But if you see it coming, you're gonna poop your pants as you go. So it's just how it is. That's how we're built, I think. But,
Well, chances are, unless you already did it, even if you don't see it coming, once you die, you're going to poop yourself.
right.
So, I mean, either way, it's going to
It's
happen.
inevitable.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you got clean underwear in your trunk.
Yeah. Because chances are nobody's going to change it for you anyway.
But that's the only way this tyranny is going to stop, because they're doing it out in the open now. They're just like,
Oh yeah. That's what I've been
you guys
talking
don't
about.
care, obviously. So we're just going to do all this out in the open.
Yeah.
Oops, I gaffed. Yeah, I said I was with a 12-year-old when I was 30. Oops. If Trump had said that, he'd have probably been escorted off the stage by the police. Biden said it, no problem. Everyone's cheering. Trained seals.
Yeah.
We deserve our fate. We deserve this.
Well, I have to agree with you this time on that one. Don't like it, but I got it. Yeah, because we are. We're literally making our own bed, and no matter what, unless people are willing and ready to start changing, and then, like you said, what are we going to do? Are we going to pick a spot and everybody meet there? Chances are no,
Yeah, that brings you back to remember when everyone's going to storm Area 51? Yeah, right. People on the internet going, I'm so brave. I'm not even going outside today.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's some of the dumbest stuff.
And listen, I understand. Because if you listen to them, they have all the power. And we can't do anything. But that's because they're afraid of us. You know why they're trying to take our guns away? Because they're afraid of us.
Well, they have good reason to be afraid of us, too.
Yeah, because they're shitty people.
Yeah.
Why are pedophiles in charge of this planet? And why haven't we done anything about it? We know. We all know. It's Epstein's list. Where is it? Trump's been to the island. I guess the story is he found it repugnant, and when he found out Epstein was arrested or whatever for something bad, he kicked him out of the Mar-a-Lago or whatever it was. I don't know what the story is, but here's the thing. Trump's been there. Why hasn't the list come out? Because everyone hates Trump. You know why? Because Trump is an animal, and he will take everyone down with him, and that's why they're just like, no list. No list. Yeah, there's no list. Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump. Oh, we're going to stop. Stop. No list.
Yeah, well, the same thing as far as the Clintons go. That's the only reason why they're still out. Because, if anything happens to them, they're going to take everybody with them. You can't take one without the rest.
It's amazing how much control over policy and politics Hillary has.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
That is a nasty woman right there. I mean, imagine if she was president. We probably would be at war with Russia right now. Still.
Well, if I was, I know we would too, because I wouldn't be putting up with Putin's shit. But that's just me, though.
Yeah, but see, if we look at it from Putin's point of view, he's fighting the New World Order, but he's bringing in his own New World Order with his BRICS conglomeration.
Well, he is not really trying.
He's just fighting ours, and that's the dilemma is there's always manufactured conflict, because at the end of the day, all of these world leaders get together at the UN and they're like, hey, and then they go back to the little castles in their own little country, and they're like, okay, we're gonna go invade that one over there. Well, weren't you just at the UN with that guy? Oh yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we were discussing this while we were in our meeting.
Yeah, we talked about it, and he's ready to get bombed. So he got his money out of the way, and he told his people to stand in the center of the target. It's like that. The war in Ukraine, is it real? have you actually seen real footage of war in Ukraine? Because I have to assume it's real because I think there's TikToks and stuff, and I don't know if they could fake that on TikTok as much as they could fake it with the news.
Well, the I have seen video footage of the actual conflict and attacks, airstrikes, this kind of thing, that did seem very, very real to me, more so than if it was on television. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna say that that's actually real.
Is it worth $64 billion of American taxpayer money?
No.
Yeah. So why do we keep sending money over there? We're setting up to send more money over there the beginning or the middle of this coming week. So why?
It's just another way of, like I said, it's a way for the big powers that be to make money. You know, that's all they're doing is they're making money on it.
They're laundering money. No, they're not laundering it. They're just stealing it outright.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. They no longer have to hide what they're doing, and we remain complicit and complacent.
Yeah, you remember when there was that $120 or $120,000 toilet seat and $75,000 hammer that made the news, and
in the 80s or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same thing now.
Oh, no, it was a military thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or what? NASA.
No,
Anyway,
it was the
do
military.
remember.
Yeah.
I do remember the expensive toilet seat, the expensive hammer, all these crazy things that.
Yeah. And all that is and everything is, that's where they get the extra money. That's where they can take this money and it's cleared off the books. And now they can use it for this or they can take it home.
Hey, did you get that hammer? Yeah, it was $15,000. Well, how many were there? Oh, just the one.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the way it is right now working with the Ukrainian thing. They just
they keep paper receipts, handwritten, so we can't really track all of the dollars that are going over there. Oh, you know exactly where every single dollar went. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, you just can't be sure whose purse went in too. Yeah.
Well, you got to know that when Boris Johnson went there, he went to Ukraine supposedly to talk to to Monkey to tell him to go fight Putin some more.
Yeah.
And then he comes home and he retires. He went down there with an empty suitcase and came back with it full.
Yeah.
I just need to get my cut, and you guys have a great day. You know what? This is a lot. I'm going to leave. Dipping.
Yeah. So it's
this asshole who's been pushing for electric vehicles and all that shit over there gets on and he's like, we should be really building more nuclear stuff. It's just like, why didn't you say that your entire fucking career?
Yeah, well, if it's going to take away from their bottom line, they're not going to say it,
Exactly. And once he was out, he was just like, hey, haha, F you guys, nuclear.
Yeah, it's all about the wallet, their wallet, not ours, so.
And you know what? That leads me to another point. I feel like for a long time I've said that the real vote, the power of your vote is in your wallet.
Right.
Your money has more power than any voting machine will ever have. That's why products come and go so fast. That's why some of them stick around. That's why some of them are gone because you didn't buy the product or you buy it all the time. That was your great vote. Now, as they transition over to the central bank digital currency, are we going to lose even that smidgen of power?
Yeah.
Because now they'll tell you, this is what you can buy. This is when you can buy it. This is where you can buy it. And this is how much of it you can have.
Yeah. Yeah. The more power we give them, the less power we have. So therefore, yeah. Well, I wouldn't go as far as serfdom because I don't think we'll even have that much power.
We've been serfs for quite a while now. So yes, you're right. They're going to take even that away from us.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're unless we're willing to actually get together, make plenty of changes, and force our own opinions and our own rights, then it's just going to continue to get worse and worse, and
It's,
we're
it's
done.
already set up for us. All we have to do is just go with the Constitution in our hands and go shut down the governments and start new ones with these rules that are already written that are good.
Yeah.
Just take out like the 16th. Get rid of, get rid of that tax collector bullshit.
Well, I don't mind paying taxes when they use the money for like the infrastructure and this kind of stuff that we rely on. Okay,
Those are all lies.
but
We could have a system in place where just a 10% flat tax
yeah,
statewide, when you purchase something, some of that goes to this, some of that goes to that. If we could keep a good office audit throughout the population to make sure that the money's going to the right place, things would get done. But see, we've put everything on cruise control. We got comfortable. We're like, oh, our government's working perfect because my grandpa's working hard and he's got a home and a family. Oh, well, my dad's working hard and he's got a home and a family. Oh, but now mom's got to go to work too. And as we keep getting lower and lower and lower on our quality of life, it's so incremental. We're just like, oh, this is how it is.
yeah. Well, here's the question: when you think about it, they keep changing and saying, okay, well, this has got to go up, this has got to go up, this has got to go up. You got to pay this, you got to pay that, you got to pay this. Why is it that we're still paying 0.9 on gas? That used to be the federal tax on gasoline, and now it's just what it has nothing to do with any of that. Why not just say, okay, now it is $4.01 per gallon instead of $4.09.
Bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just another. Well, that 1% will scare them off. So let's just put 9/10 on there, and we'll always be able to take that money from them, and they'll never care.
Yeah, it's I've always wondered about that kind of stuff. It's like when back in the day, everything and then ended in 99 cents or 98 cents. It was always $1.99, $1.98, $4,999.99. They would never just round it off to the next dollar.
We don't want you to think we're stealing from you.
And it's the same thing with that 9/10 of a cent. Okay, so now it's $4,999.99.9 cents. Come on, guys.
999.
Yeah. If you really want to be real about it, just get rid of the cents period, because 99 cents is nowhere near anything. I mean, you might as well just call it a buck.
I know they've been every once in a while you hear the rumor that they're trying to get rid of the penny.
Well, they might as well.
It costs too much to manufacture.
Yeah. What's the point at this point? At this juncture in time, a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, get rid of it.
Fifth? Did you say fifth?
Yeah.
Fifth.
Just please
This
get
makes
rid of
no
it.
sense at all. Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, weren't we supposed to get rid of the? Weren't we supposed to get rid of the penny?
I thought we were supposed to get rid of all of it.
Well, I thought that in the Constitution we were only supposed to have coinage, not paper money, but we transitioned over after the Jekyll Island deal and the Federal Reserve taking control of the United States corporation.
Yeah, but the coinage was all based on the gold standard anyway.
Right. And so after they took control and they established their Federal Reserve and they got us off the gold standard and the silver standard. Now those greenbacks are not backed by anything, and
and so again,
they used to be silver certificates, right?
Yeah,
and gold certificates.
Yeah, I think I still actually have a silver certificate
Now there's
upstairs.
promissory notes. Empty air. It's an IOU.
Yeah, yeah. Well, pretty much anything, any of the cash that we actually have, if you've got it in paper, that is an IOU. It's just a note saying that, yeah, we'll cover the debt,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe. You might just default on it. You never know.
Yeah.
All right.
I was trying to figure out what to do while you were gone.
I was checking on the dog. Mama took off, so I had to go make sure the dog was all right.
Huh?
That was her directive. Prime directive from the boss. It's better to just do what she says.
That you and I are both on the same page there. Yeah. I am the man of the house as long as she says it's okay.
Hey.
Like I've always said, I can do what I want, when I want, and how I want. I just got to ask her if I want to.
Yep. She'll let me know if I want to. She'll tell me if I'm right.
Yeah, she'll let me know if I don't want to too.
I mean, she never has, but she'll tell me if I'm right. She never has.
No. Yeah, I just assume I'm never right because my wife has never said I was.
Oh, the joys. Yay. So, yeah, I don't know what else you got.
Let's see here. Actually, that was pretty much everything I had.
Come on now. There's got to be more fun. More happy times.
Yeah, we still got 8.5 minutes.
How do you fill this empty void?
Usually a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Pink Floyd when I think of that. What shall we use to fill the spaces? Yeah, I like that stuff.
Have you heard anything from Trevor?
Trevor?
Yeah, because he hasn't put anything on from you or me for the last couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, hang on one second. Let me take a look over here, see if I got some email from the man, because I'm pretty sure I do not.
Yeah, he hasn't given me any email or anything since the original issue was
Something was going on. Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything from him.
Yeah, all he played last week on both of them, where it was supposed to be both of our shows, were just music.
Yeah, and the last episode I sent him was on September 23rd, which was
last week,
a couple days ago. So that's supposed to be for his next Tuesday broadcast. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, because he hasn't done anything for either one of us in the last few weeks. So,
well, I'm. That's why I'm kind of transitioning away from it. I understand he's busy, and I'm small fries compared to a lot of the other shows that are on that station. So I'm not. I don't get on him. Hey, because I'm not important.
I wouldn't say anything except I think that in just the name of professionalism, he ought to keep us in the loop and let us know what his plan is. If he doesn't want the show on there, then fine, just say so.
Yeah.
This was his idea, not mine, anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
So.
And if he's, because I used to pay him to be my producer, and he stopped we've stopped communicating really. So. He was here about a week ago to do the another show that happens on the station, and he came, he went, haven't heard from him. I'm missing a microphone, a power amp, and my cord tester, but whatever.
Yeah, so he must be changing his whole layout there. So yeah, so I'm just yeah, let it go.
I'm gonna let it go too. But if I mean, if I'm not going to be getting uh, broadcast on a regular basis, like I was told, I needed to make episodes so that I could get broadcast on that regular
Uh-huh.
uh, episode on a regular basis, and so I keep making these episodes for him, and he's just slacking. I haven't told the old owner of the station because called me up one day. Hey, what's going on? Not too much. He's like, can't wait to hear your next episode. What happened last week? And I don't know, man. It's been real hit or miss since you left. And when I said that to him,
Yeah.
that was the last time Trevor really communicated with me. That was about 6 weeks ago. So I think he may have said something to Trevor. And Trevor,
Took it personal.
yeah, he's a nice guy, but if he takes things to the extreme sometimes, and I mean it's just the way he's wired. So you got to kind of walk gently around him, and I'm done.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I have a hard time when you're. To me, it's a commitment, and if you're not going to keep the commitment, if I can't rely on you, then what's the point?
Yeah.
So. Oh well. Either way, I am looking forward to next week though, when this COVID crap is all over again, and I ain't got to worry about this.
Well, we're getting closer to the monkeypox lockdowns,
Yeah,
or
well,
it might be a climate lockdown.
yeah. There
I
you
don't
go.
know.
There you go.
Because they don't want us to actually walk to the polls and vote. They want that shit all mailed in so they can cheat. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Shame on you. Shame.
Voter fraud
Shame.
is real and it's abundant on both sides.
Cheating is abundant on all sides.
The only cheating side. I'm not going to pretend that.
Yeah, cheating is abundant on all sides. So, in fact, I believe that's what the actual Latin translation to politics is.
Cheat from both sides.
Yeah.
Cheat from both sides against the middle.
Yeah, and then the Greek translation is actually lie, cheat, and steal. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
I'm agreeing with that. Sir, that makes a lot of sense. I haven't studied any Latin, but I believe.
Yeah, because that's what it seems like to me. I mean, if you take it literally.
It started with the what's that Egyptian ruler? You fucked.
Walk like an Egyptian.
That was racist, man. Yeah, were you offended? Good, you needed it.
Not racist. It was nationalist.
It was an exhibitionist. He was walking like an Egyptian.
Yeah, anyway.
Steve, get better.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bring that pinky toe home in a jar, or whichever toe it is. We're just assuming it's the pickled pinky.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that he'll go ahead and make a necklace out of it,
Dip it in amber, let it solidify, make a necklace out of it.
Yeah.
Or grow a crystal around it.
And then remember what it was like when you were just a kid, when you used to chew on your toenails?
You could do like this and be like, what are you doing? I'm tippy-toeing around.
We love you, dude. We love you.
We miss you. Get back on here.
Yeah. Okay, well, hell. Anything else you got?
I got nothing.
Alrighty.
Nothing.
Okay, well, be sure.
That's my guy. I gotta get back to work. She wants that damn cabinet or the countertop that I pulled out of the kitchen installed in her her workshop. So I'm just like, oh, great.
Work is never done.
Oh yeah, because now I have to, I had to remove it very carefully. She's like, "What are you gonna do with that?" I said, "I'm gonna throw it away." She's like, "No, I need it in my room." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I had to take it off real careful. Couldn't just swing the sledgehammer at it.
Well, if you guys all have any kind of a comment that you would like to make or an opinion, feel free. Email us, Gary at rubberchickenradio.com, veg at rubberchickenradio.com, or you can call or text to 253-254-6664 and let us know your opinions. In the meantime,
Never gets on Facebook again.
yeah, that in the mean turns out that is all the time that we have.
Bye, everybody. Enjoy your serfdom.
Bye bye.